Alright, what's up? Just trying to clean up my mess here. Been doing some stupid shit. As you can see by the title, Home Depot let me go or fired me, one of the two. I don't know what you guys want to talk about. But also got an update on the wheelchair too as well that I'll show you. So there's a positive on that. Home Depot let me go because my wheelchair, I've been having problems with it. That's why I'm trying to build this chair so that I don't have problems anymore. All right, so let's show you what problems I've been having with this chair and see what you guys say, okay? Okay, so this is my chair. These are the problems I've been having with it. First of all, I don't know, about 6 months ago or so, maybe 8 months ago or so, I broke this frame that I'm sitting in right now, right here. Okay? Bam. And you can see, so this is the part. You can see one of my screws is popping out. The other one's gonna come out. There's the crack. Can you see the crack right there? This piece is missing a screw that I put into it. So this is probably gonna have to be redone soon so that this doesn't break again. I did get a new wheelchair. I got a new frame, right? But I was having problems with this because this would break every now and then. And I'd have to take a day off of work or even 2 days off of work to get this fixed. I couldn't go get this thing welded because I have to take all the upholstery off to get it welded. I have to, because this frame will get hella hot and my upholstery will get burnt if I don't do that. So that wasn't a possibility at that time. So we waited until we got a new frame. I got a new frame, right? And I would say probably about 2 months later, I get hit by a car on the way to work. It wasn't like got hit that bad. I kind of got hit like right here, pushed the wheelchair, right? But, all right, come on. So, I don't know, after that, I was having like these clicky sounds on my wheelchair. Come to find out, center part of this frame right here was cracked and broken. Got a picture of that, I'll show you. So at that point, when that happened, I got this old frame out again. And then I made this better so that this is on here a lot stronger. Hardly any issue with that, right? So then down the road, I'm making it to work and stuff. I'm still having some issues, but making it to work and stuff. My casters, they start going out. Whoops. These bearings in my caster forks start going out. They start locking up and then I can't maneuver my chair around properly. I had to wait a month and a half to get new casters from my insurance. So there was days that I could not go to work because I couldn't push my wheelchair safely to work because my casters were just so jacked up. I would spend a few days trying to, take them off and then get some lube in here and lubricate these things. Try to get that lubricated so that they would move a little bit better so that, I could try to get to work. And I did. I got to work every now and then, right? Got to work every now and then. Got new casters, got new stuff, right? That's okay.
Then, I'm telling, come on, right, go on. Then, my seat sling here, rips right across the freaking back here. Just rips all the way down here, right? You can see my seat sling right there. It's ripped. It goes all the way down to there. Down there, I actually got it Velcroed and sewn together. Right? Every time I sew it up here, whoops. Every time I sew that, it just rips apart. It just doesn't hold. I've tried tightening these bolts up as much as possible, but it doesn't hold. And you can see the amount of sling this has in it, right? Let's kind of measure that. All right, you can see the sling there. Let's look at that. There should not be that much sling on that. This is why I'm having such a hard problem. Look at that. That's probably over, well, when you add pressure to it, I bet you 1.5 inches, maybe almost inch. Yeah, 1.5 inches. Right? 1.5 inches of shit. The sling. Can you see the sling? I hope you can. Sling like that, right? I have my caucus bone, I have my 2 hip bones. When it slings, all right, so I got a picture here of how you should be sitting. All right, caucus bones, right? Your hip bones. I don't have none of this butt muscle anymore. I got nothing here to protect any of this. When you have a sling and it comes up here, it puts pressure on your hip right here. See if it slings, right? Gonna put hip. So if it slings, right? You're gonna start putting pressure on your hips. Putting pressure on your hips going inward and upward. That's gonna be a lot of pressure and a lot of pain right there. A lot of pressure, a lot of pain. That's not fun to be sitting in. And you wanna be doing that for a long period of time. And sitting in that position where you're slinging too much will cause pressure on your hips so much that you'll end up developing sores on those hips. Or the bones will start deforming because you're putting too much pressure on them. That, I do not want none of that, okay? Why am I building that wheelchair again? To prevent this. You know, I've been 40 years in this wheelchair, and I'm pretty freaking healthy because I've always looked out for things that are causing problems and fixing those problems, making sure that they're not going to be issues down the road, right? So that's what I'm doing. And you can see my backrest is ripping, right? That caused me a couple days of work right there because I didn't know how to fix that. I just took some freaking blue thread, right? Just started sewing at it. You know, it's ripping too again. I'm gonna have to redo that. But didn't want to buy a new backrest because I'm building a wheelchair over there that I'll buy a backrest for. So I'm having a problem sitting in my wheelchair for a long period of time because the sling is too much. I can't pull it to tighten it. I've tried sewing it. I could buy another one, right? what I spent money on that new chair to fix this problem. Because I don't want to have to come in and have to tighten this anymore. I'm getting, 40 years being in a wheelchair, and you always have to fuck with this fucking sling thing. It's becoming a nightmare. I don't like it. And then now, with the carbon fiber that I have out, and you can get that easy, oh man. So why not make a carbon fiber seat plate? Doesn't sling. You sit on your caucus bone properly, right? You can sit for a long period of time if you have the right cushion, right? You're good to go. All right. So that was that problem. Come on, right? Go on. I know you want to be a movie star too as well. So that's that problem. The other problem I'm having now that I did have, but I got it fixed because I was able to buy new ones of these. These go into the little caster here. It has a little screw that goes into here. That ended up getting stripped out. So these are like adjustable. So when the fork can be adjusted to accommodate you adjusting your wheelchair. That being stripped out, I didn't have any of these. So I needed to get to work, so I made one out of aluminum, right? This is the piece of aluminum that I made one out of, I had this around, it just so happens to fit right down into that bearing. So what I did is I did just like this. I threaded this end, drilled a hole on one end, tapped it, right? Just like that, but out of aluminum. Okay. That was a bad idea. All right, all that work to do that, and the aluminum only lasted like 2 days, going back and forth to work, When you hit the little bumps in the sidewalk, boom, 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 this aluminum just bent like hell. So that was it. So I had to wait for these, and kind of just get by with taking a screw and JB welding it in there and tightening it up enough to lock my caster in place so that I could get to work. Every now and then that JB weld would break, right? So I'd have to redo that until I got new ones. So I did get new ones. New ones are in here now. So that was another issue why I couldn't get to work in the last 6 months. Okay, so let's move on to now. What was it? Last week, couldn't go to work. Couldn't go to work last week. Okay, so this piece right here, it goes up into here. And it's a T. So it goes up and there's a T here. There's a T here. That T broke off from this main unit. And my axle would just kind of go back and forth inside there. That was kind of a drag. I had to wait. Like, they said they had that part. I said, okay, let me buy it then. Boom, $120 for this thing. Can you bring it out, on Friday? Oh, no, we can't bring it out to you until Monday. So as soon as I got it on Monday, I was like, I had Monday off, but I fixed it on Monday and was back to work on Tuesday. And that's what's been going on. So you could tell that this is kind of like a funky design, because these things can be moved back and forth a little bit. They got some flex to them. So another problem I'm having too as well is my backrest. the little part that wants to click it in place so it locks in place. This little 3mm screw right here got stripped out, so I need to get the internal piece, or this whole piece here, to keep my backrest from doing that. All right, you know, that's not fun for me, you know, having that happen. That's not fun. You know, it's, when you're paralyzed, it's freaking depressing as fuck when you don't have a working wheelchair that you need to work properly to get to work. I use this wheelchair at work. I push freaking carts. You know those big old orange flat carts and shit, right? I push it with this chair, you know? I go to work every day in this chair. I push my wheelchair to work every day in this chair. And you know, if I can't use it properly, and I can't get to work on time, or even get to work, right? You don't think that that's fucking depressing for me? Fuck. You know, I'm trying my best to fix it as much as possible. I'm lucky that I am who I am. Because if this was somebody who didn't know how to fix their wheelchair or make parts, right, to try to keep your wheelchair fixed, they'd be screwed. Because they wouldn't be able to get to work for a month and a half, because that's about how long it takes for your insurance to okay parts, right? So even if they did give me a loaner wheelchair to use, I could not use that loaner wheelchair at work. It's not made for me. It's not, you know, the seat, the angle, all that stuff is not made for me. So it'd be very uncomfortable for me to be able to freaking try to use a chair like that at work and push it to work. This is why I'm building that chair, right? Making it stronger, making it better than this chair. So I don't have problems, right? So, that's what I got going on. Let's get up off the floor and we'll go check out the update for the wheelchair that I got building, all right? Okay, wheelchair update. Got the wheelchair back from the powder coater. That's a plus, and look at that coat on there. Look at that, sweet. All right, and then these parts here, all right. This is the part that I have made right now, right? Having 2 of those made. Got those. Oh, those parts right there, I'm having made right now. You can see I got the backrest frame right there for this chair. I got my carbon plate right there. I'm waiting for, I got these parts that are being made, except for, I made a little update real quick. These are going to be a little bit shorter right here, but they'll look almost the same, right? They go across the frame and get bonded to the carbon plate for extra strength. So I got that. And this is where I'm getting my parts made. As you can see, this part is already 100% done. I got 8 of those done. This part here, 2 of those done, 100% done. I'm waiting for my axle hangers right here. They are at 80% done. I believe they're taking a little bit longer because I'm having them anodized black. So I got that going on, which is pretty cool. I'm just waiting on those parts to get that frame together, and we can start making the carbon fiber plate and seat and the axle. Put it all together, give it a spin, and see how it goes. Okay, so that's my update, and that's why I got let go from work at Home Depot. Maybe leave a message or a comment in there. You know, let me know what you guys think. Think maybe I should get a lawyer, what I should do. Because really, man, I can't control that this thing is breaking on me. And I can't control that I need to use it every day, all day. I am paralyzed. Paralyzed, here down, you know? I need this all day, every day. 24/7. Wow. Kind of a drag, right? Having to get fired for wheelchair problems because you couldn't make it to work because your wheelchair was broken. That's kind of a drag. Well, anyways, I hope to see you guys soon. I'll try to get another video out of working on the criminal outside. I got something for that, so let's do that tomorrow maybe. And I'll talk to you soon. Peace. Like, comment, and subscribe. Woo, if you made it this far.